Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Captain Orlando Muniz with Nomad Fishing Charter. Today I'm bringing you the fishing report. It's May 26th of 2023, and we're kind of coming towards the tail end of the spring fishing season. Fishing has been pretty good when we've gotten out. The charter business has slowed down a bit, and the weather hasn't been all that great. It's been calm seas, but a lot of storms and rain, so it's kind of been a little dicey, and I think it's had an effect on our business. But overall, the fishing is still pretty good. Overall, there's still a good amount of sales around. I've heard some boats catching several, and in some cases up to double digits. It just depends on where you're fishing and how hard you're fishing for them. We've been averaging at least one or two shots at sales per trip. So that's been pretty good, and we're not really targeting them all that much. We've been kind of focused more on the tuna and the kingfish and that kind of thing. Um, but the fishing has been generally pretty good when we've been out. On the wrecks, there's still a few big amberjack on them. We had one the other day up to about 30 pounds, and we really only made one drop. I'm sure we would have caught more had we kept working it. There's still some muttons around if you put in the time and you fish accordingly. There's still some muttons around. The king bite has been okay, and on occasions it'll be really good. There are some really nice kings around too. A lot of fish in the teens and 20s and 30s. We haven't seen any 40 or 50 pounders this year. We saw a couple last year. So far, we haven't run across those really large fish this year. The blackfin tuna bite has been good. They're being caught throughout the day, but especially early in the morning and late in the afternoon, almost at dusk is usually the best bite. The key to the tunas is the bait, and the bait's been a little hit or miss. There have been some herring along the beach, especially when it's calm. You can see them dimpling right off South Beach, sometimes off Key Biscayne. If you're up around Oliver, you get them up there too, right off the beach. The key is it's got to be calm to spot the herring and the large schools of herring. You kind of just drive up to them real slow. You idle up, you mark them on your bottom machine, you drop your sabiki down. We like to use either number 4 or number 6, and you drop it down, and usually if you're on them, you come right up with a stringer. And if that doesn't work, you could always try some of the usual spots, like the bent range marker outside Government Cut. There's little rock piles and stuff like that you can try. You never know where they're going to pop up, but that's been pretty much it. The pilchards have been also very hit or miss. We found some near Coconut Grove where we keep the boat the other day. Same thing, it was calm. We saw them dimpling, able to get a throw on them. The last trip we did a couple days ago, we marked them, threw the net on them. Actually, we were able to chum them up to the boat. Got one good throw on them, and then we could not set up on them again. They were just a small school, and they're moving around really fast, and they'd pop up and disappear just as soon as we'd see them. So that makes it tough. Now, if you have a lot of pilchards, you can chum with them, and that's the best way to catch those blackfin tunas. If you can't find pilchards or herring, don't be afraid to put a live ballyhoo out. We had 2 of our best fish on the last trip on ballyhoo. We only had 3 or 4 live ballyhoo in the well. We put one out on the long flat line, and first we got a really nice tuna, and right after that we set it up a few minutes later, and we got a sailfish on it. So don't be afraid to put out whatever you have. If you have cigar minnows, put those out. These fish will eat just about anything you throw at them if they're hungry. With that said, the fishing should still continue to be good. I would say at least the first half of June. And for those of you that are into the mahi fishing, the mahi are showing up a little earlier this year than they have in the last few years. I haven't seen too many really large fish, but there are decent schools moving around. So if you put in the time and you look for them, you might find some keepers, enough to fill the box. Well, guys, with that said, I wanted to thank all of you that have taken the time to subscribe to the channel, and especially want to thank those of you that have become members and are helping out the channel that way. Until next time, my name is Captain Orlando Muniz with Nomad Fishing. Thanks again.